try to convince people to slow down AI, to regulate AI. This was futile. I tried for years.
This seems like a scene in a movie.
Nobody
where
listened.
the robots are gonna fucking take over. It's freaking me out. Nobody listened. No one. Are people more inclined to listen today? It seems like an issue that's more often over the last few years than it was maybe 5-10 years ago. It seemed like science fiction.
All of my ready-to-eat meals. What are they
Maybe
called?
they will. So far, they haven't.
Okay, why do they do that? Why don't they just say ready-to-eat meal?
I think people don't like they don't look at the way that regulations work. It's very slow. Very slow indeed. So
I'm going to ask you, first of all.
usually there'll be something, some new technology
Second of all, I have
will
a whole
cause
box of them that
damage or
got
death.
from the end of days.
There will be an
and
outcry.
like ready to go.
There will be investigation. Years will pass.
Because I work
There
out
will
down
be
there. So I would see this
some
box,
sort of insight
and then I
committee.
see like we also
There
have
will be
a wine
rulemaking,
fridge
and there will
down
be.
there.
This all takes many years. This is the normal course of things. If you look at, say, automotive regulations, how long did it take for seatbelts
Water as well, but I don't envision myself
to be required?
as I do the
The auto industry fought seatbelts, I think, for more than a decade. Successfully fought any regulations on seatbelts, even though those were extremely obvious. If you had seatbelts on, far less likely to die or be seriously injured. And the industry fought this for years successfully. Eventually, after many people died, regulators insisted on seatbelts. This time frame is not relevant to AI. You can't take 10 years from the point at which it's dangerous. It's too late.
And you feel like this is decades away or years away from being too late? If you have this fatalistic attitude and you feel like it's going, we're in almost like a doomsday countdown.
It's not necessarily a doomsday countdown. It's a
Out of control countdown?
out of control. Yeah. People call it the singularity, and that's probably the great thing about it. It's a singularity. It's hard to predict, like a black hole. What happens past the event horizon?
Right. So once it's implemented, it's very difficult because it will
Once
be
the
able
genie's
to,
out of the bottle, what's going to happen?
and it will be able to improve itself.
Yes.
That's where it gets spooky, right? The idea that it can do thousands of years of innovation very, very quick.
Yeah.
And then we'll be just ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
We will be like this ridiculous biological shitting, pissing thing trying to stop the gods. No, stop. We like living with a finite lifespan and watching, Norman Rockwell paintings.
It could be terrible, and it could be great. It's not clear.
Right.
One thing is for sure, we will not control it.
Do you think that it's likely that we will merge somehow or another with this sort of technology and it'll augment what we are now? Or do you think it will replace us?
We never had the air raid drills, but we had a poster. There was one school in town.
Well, that's the scenario. The merge scenario with AI is the one that seems like probably the best. Like for us, yes. Like if you can't beat it, join it. That's yeah. So from a long-term existential standpoint, that's like the purpose of Neuralink, is to create a high bandwidth interface to the brain such that we can be symbiotic with AI. Because we have a bandwidth problem. We just can't communicate because it's too slow.
And where's Neuralink at right now?
I think we'll have something interesting to announce in a few months. That's at least an order of magnitude better than anything else. Probably, I think better than probably anyone thinks is possible.
How much can you talk about that right now?
I don't want to jump the gun on that.
Well, what's like the ultimate? What's the idea behind it? What are you trying to accomplish? What would you like best case scenario?
I think best case scenario
The benefits of cutting out.
effectively merged with AI, where AI is serves as a tertiary cognition layer, where we've got the limbic system, primitive brain essentially. We've got the cortex. So you're currently in a symbiotic relationship. The cortex and limbic system are in a symbiotic relationship. And generally people like their cortex and they like their limbic system. I haven't met anyone who wants to delete their limbic system or delete their cortex. Everybody seems to like both. And the cortex is mostly in service to the limbic system. People may think that the thinking part of themselves is in charge, but it's mostly their limbic system that's in charge. And the cortex is trying to make the limbic system happy. That's what most of that computing power is oriented towards. How can I make the limbic system happy? That's what it's trying to do. Now, if we do have a third layer, which is the AI extension of yourself, that is also symbiotic. And there's enough bandwidth between the cortex and the AI extension of yourself, such that the AI doesn't de facto separate. Then that could be a good outcome. That could be quite a positive outcome for the future.
So instead of replacing us, it will radically change our capabilities.
Yes, it will enable anyone who wants to have superhuman cognition. Anyone who wants. This is not a matter of earning power, because your earning power will be vastly greater after you do it. So it's just like anyone who wants can just do it. In theory. That's the theory. And if that's the case, then, and let's say billions of people do it, then the outcome for humanity will be the sum of human will, the sum of billions of people's desire for the future. And that
Billions of people with enhanced cognitive ability, radically.
Yes.
And which would be how much different than people today? Like if you had to explain it to a person who didn't really understand what you were saying, like how much different are you talking about? When you say radically improved, like what do you mean? You mean mind reading?
It would be difficult to really appreciate the difference. It's kind of like how much smarter are you with a phone or computer than without? You're vastly smarter, actually. You can answer any question if you're connected to the internet. You can answer any question pretty much instantly, any calculation. The phone's memory is essentially perfect. You can remember flawlessly. The phone can remember videos, pictures, everything perfectly. Your phone is already an extension of you. You're already a cyborg. You don't even, well, most people don't realize they are already a cyborg. If that phone is an extension of yourself, it's just that the data rate, the rate at which the communication rate between you and the cybernetic extension of yourself, that is your phone and computer, is slow. It's very slow. And that is like a tiny straw of information flow between your biological self and your digital self. And we need to make that tiny straw a giant river, huge, high bandwidth interface. It's an interface problem, data rate problem. Solve the data rate problem, and I think we can hang on to human machine symbiosis through the long term. And then people may decide that they want to retain their biological self or not. I think they'll probably choose to retain their biological self.
Versus some sort of Ray Kurzweil scenario where they download themselves into a computer?
It will be essentially snapshotted into a computer at any time. If your biological self dies, you just probably just upload into a new unit. Literally. Pass that. Down the rabbit hole.
Grab that sucker. Give me some of that. This is too freaky. See, if I
I've been
was
thinking about this for a long time, by the way.
I believe you. If I was talking to one, cheers, by the way.
Cheers. Yeah, this is a great whiskey.
It's who we are.
Where this came from? Who brought this? Somebody gave me this old camp. Whoever it was. Thanks. Yeah, it is good. This is just inevitable. Again, going back to your when you decided to have this fatalistic viewpoint. So you tried to warn people, and you talked about this pretty extensively. I've read several interviews where you talked about this, and then you just sort of said, okay, it just is. Let's just, and in a way, you're, by communicating the potential fear, I mean, for sure, you're getting the warning out to some people.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was really going on the warning quite a lot. I was warning everyone I could. You met with Obama, and just for one reason.
Just
Watch
talk
out.
about
Yeah.
and what did he say? So what about Hillary? Worry about her first.
Shh. Oh, yeah, you listened. You certainly listened. I met with Congress. I was at a meeting of all 50 governors and talked about just the AI danger, and talked to everyone I could. No one seemed to realize where this was going.
Is it that, or do they just assume that someone smarter than them started taking care of it? Because when people hear about something like AI, it's almost abstract. It's almost like it's so hard to wrap your head around it. By the time it already happens, it'll be too late.
Yeah, I think they didn't quite understand it, or didn't think it was near term, or not sure what to do about it. I said, like, an obvious thing to do is to just establish a committee, government committee, to gain insight, for do oversight before you do make regulations. So try to understand what's going on, and then